Dia buka. Okey tak? Okey sebab. Okay. Mana remote? Remote nampak sangat apa? Tak, itulah. So dia kena zoom ke situ sikit. Weh, kain ni nampak tak cantik lah. Tak, okey je, cuma kamera tu kena atas sikit. Ambil remote sat. Boleh, tapi tak pun kita tarik dia. Doktor dia bawa satu lagi kain. Tak, okey je. Sekejap. Kalau kita control video dulu. Kita control kamera. Yalah, macam pusing. Tak ada. Dia akan duduk kat tepi nanti. Ada. Kita tak nak lagi. Kita tak nak pukul lagi. Kita letak tepi dulu. Letak tepi dulu. Kalau nak tepi kalau kita remote. Tak tolong angkat. Ada Amirul ada. Ya, ada. Saya rasa okey je. Okey je, saya rasa okey je. Saya tak surprise lah. Kalau Ida okey dah. Kain belakang ni kita suruh. Okey, saya ada order ada apa ni? Ada. Okey. Tak tip ni belakang. Buat suruh tak okey tu. Kalau dia okey dah. Tak nampak. Apa dia? Kenapa? Tak apa. Kita online nak nasi lemak spesial. Kenapa? Ada orang tak? Dah ada. Kalau nak nampak dua memang kena ambil. Kalau nak sekarang kita taruhkan sikit. Dia di mana? Dia ada setengah-setengah. Okey, boleh. Sebab tak nak bagi dia jatuh ke bawah ni kan tu. Ini dah sebuah minit aja. Bukan. Mirul. Brodin. Okay, how long do you want? Nah. Hah? Okay lah, I think the video is okay. Tapi nasi dia. Kan? Hah? Aku dah beri tadi bagi.
Testing 1, 2, 3. One water. Testing 1, 2, 3. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Test voice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ida okey tak Ida? Ida?
Percubaan 1, 2, 3. Percubaan 1, 2, 3. Percubaan 1, 2, 3.
Alright. Okay.
Percubaan 1, 2, 3.
Oh, tak dapat lah. Nanti dia tunduk sangat. Oh, nak nampakkan ni sekali dalam gambar. Lily orang kat online. Ada orang online ke? Oh, ada. Tak gambar. Dia saja besarkan dia. Dia bila zoom sangat, dia akan liblak-liblak kan? Dia zoom sangat ni, dia suka liblak ni. Sekejap, dia liblak. Rupa okey lah, dia akan cuba fokus yang dekat.
Dia tak tulang ambil gambar.
Gambar? Mari jalan. Kak dah siap dah? Ha? Dah siap dah mainan? Betul tak?
Dah siap, pattern tak siap lagi. Yang kita ubah tu dah ubah dah. Serius lah?
Ya, serius.
Kalau tak majalah tu tak.
Apa nak tengok korang punya YouTube?
Dan kebetulan buat mana. Ini kan dia sekalikan kan. So macam, okay, saya datang dengan itu kan. Makan kebaikan. Bukan itu atas. Saya dah.
Boleh tak kalau saya memohon cadangan yang instructor penuhkan bahagian depan ni, because we plan to have a bit more engaging sessions dengan Tan Sri and the deputy rector, especially the instructor. Zalifah, can you just boleh? The instructor, if I may request, boleh ke depan sikit, kursi belah depan ni.
Slide ni. Mana? All right, I think we better slowly get started, create the momentum of discussions, and inshallah when Tasriz arrive, is already a heated discussion going on, and we can immediately start the program. Yeah. So inshallah, with the hopes of getting the most blessing from Allah Ta'ala, let's begin with Surah Al-Fatiha. Prof. Faris, Prof. Amir, Prof. Akmal, Madam Zuraida, and Dr. Azrul, and everyone. This is a very special Istidamah of all the Istidamah. It's number 46 Istidamah after 3-4 years. In a way, I think we are quite aware that this may be the last Istidamah that the chairman, the Tan Sri Rector will be chairing. So with that intent, at the background, we thought that we want to somehow do reflections based on what the lectures in Likok that Tan Sri has given, in a way outlining us the changes, including the initiatives on Usrah in actions and etc. and all other efforts. Yeah. So, and together with this event, there will be a launching of, what do you call it, Azrul? Launching of what? Edutourisms, yeah, and soft launching. There will be grand launching after this. Yeah. But even though it's soft, there are nasi lemak with us, makan nasi lemak tengah hari. And then there will be also launching of a book. Yeah. But mainly, we hope to hear a way forward from Tan Sri, putting more, a bit of like further plan possible. And together with that, we hope we can encourage as much as possible interactions between us and the rector. We don't have that much chance during the Likor after hearing his 40 steps of change last time. So we hope that can happen today, yeah, inshallah. Because regardless, yeah, we thought that the agenda has to move on. It's so much aligned with the 7 missions, yeah. So we got to find how to proceed and sustain the momentum and the agenda, yeah. So I was trying to gauge and get the deputy rector to say a few words. Let's see if I manage to do that later, a bit later, yeah. But to start with, on behalf, yeah, this is special gathering that we really highlight or mark the appreciations of everyone. Yeah, this is not only instructor for Usrah in Actions, but it starts from the support of the deputy rectors in many aspects, the MSD, ED, and everyone, the deans. And today is especially for those who directly involved in the events of the symposiums, the Usrah in Actions. There's 2 events, yeah, that we would like to individually, yeah, recognize your contributions with a certificate, and also there's supposed to be another token, but somehow there's a big technical error. We'll see whether we can have that. Yeah. So with that as a background, again, if I can get Prof. Faris to just to say a few words there, or Prof. Akmal, in a way that how do we, because if you look at the topic, yeah,
the the way forward for sustainability. I'll pick up, Prof. You say whatever, then I will try to just that to start from the top. Yeah, this is a way of like trying to reflect what Tan Sri said in the LICOC and then for sustainability aspect. Sila, Prof.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wa mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. I guess this very few minutes given to me, maybe first we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to have this special gathering at the end of the semester 2. Semester 2, 3. Semester 2. So I guess like Prof. Zainal mentioned, I think we have 100 plus 100 plus lecturers, not only academic, but also few administrators who are involved in this effort, Usrah in Action. So my first point is, I always mention this, several years ago before we started this Usrah in Action, yes, we have students and staff going for volunteerism. Cambodia, I think like our Ustaz Hamidun and our colleague in Kuliah Medicine going to Cambodia, and then of course Orang Asli and various project lah. But then at that time when we did the assessment and calculation, it is not even 10% of our staff involved, and not even 10% of students. And the people or the students and staff who are going is always the same staff and students. But so we thought that at that time we said that how can we really make this culture and DNA, let our students be exposed to this, because we believe that this is a very important experiential learning for them to prepare them for their after IUM life. Meaning that after IUM life, I think there are a real world out there. When they are at IUM, everything is so nice, even though they are complaining, but I think when they go outside, I think they will appreciate IUM better. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, with this change in the curriculum, we make the Usrah in Action as part of our uni core courses. Then of course it becomes a compulsory course for all students. So we can say that after we complete a 4-year cycle, then we can safely declare to the world that all our undergraduate students has gone through direct, or in fact not indirect, direct. They have their first-hand experiential learning or awareness to the community engagement activities. So I think that is our first point that I would like to mention. And then of course, number 2, the second one is of course, while we are doing this, we can see that the trend in the world. I was looking at when in the beginning of this effort, I was looking at Purdue University. They have what they call service learning activity, and then a few other universities, and then we saw some universities in Indonesia doing similar thing, and then of course some other, and then later on pick up when Dr. Zohanis was there, pick up at KPT, Sulam. So that's why when they say Sulam, say we already, just our daily life, it's our daily life here. So there's another trend that's saying that how can we bring the universities, I would say, to the community and the society. And I would say that for us being an Islamic university, maybe we have a better or additional role to play And then I'm very happy to see that when we go to see go and see orang asli or community, we also bring our Islamic perspective, Islamic education, training in our, activities with the community. I think that should be, and of course, our ustads here will tell us that the best dawah is through best example lah, not through word. So I guess we expect that our staff and students going to the community show the best example and best way to do things, and to show that not only they are that we are only theory but also practice as well. So, and then of course the third one, which is the most important point for today's meeting, is we need cooperation and support from everybody in order for this to be successful. Of course, alhamdulillah, I think there are hiccups here and there, but overall, I think we are doing quite pass lah. Maybe not A plus, but we get B plus maybe, yeah. So we get B plus in what we have been doing, and we hope that we can maybe improve this. There are rooms for improvement. So that's why I think I would like to thank all the lecturers here who are very passionate, and I know many of you, have come up with your own ideas, your own problem statement, and then looking at the projects, we see that there are many areas that we have covered, and that is also show the interest of our colleague lah, from STEM to robotics to orang asli to heritage to and then medical, waste, environment. I cannot cover all. There are 1,001 topics that show that I think the interest and the passion of our colleagues in delivering this. Oh, Datuk, come. Okay, so I guess that is also a very important point, meaning that let's try to be passionate about this. Maybe the next moving forward, Prof. Zainal, is like we always mention, how can we, because if possible, we would like to have Tasri is here. Okay, so okay.
Ngajak dulu, ngajak dulu.
So if possible, we would like to have this transformation of society. So that's why I think we need to have the long-term plan. I know that each of us, the lecturers who are involved in these projects, we should have our master plan and long-term plan. And for every semester, of course, we have group of students coming, but hopefully that the continuity of the projects at the various communities, I think can be continued until we achieve the final goal, inshallah. Okay, so I think thank you very much, Prof. Zainal. I hope I have done the justice to the time.
More than that,
Okay,
more than that, because coming from the one in charge of academics and internationalization, it means a lot. It means a lot for us to see that what are we doing is really aligned, and the support is always there. Tan Sri is around. I just quickly recap what is this Istidamah today about. Yeah, this is an appreciation, Tan Sri, for those who have directly involved in teaching Usrah Nations, coming from NGO, even from staff, and of course our academic members. And if together with this, we also like to take the theme of 40 change, that step of change that you have talked about last time. How is that changes to be sustained in the context of our Usrah in Actions and community engagement work. And the audience has been very supportive, yeah. But we know that this also might be, hope it is not, yeah, might be a last Istidamah that we have Tan Sri as the chairman of the Istidamah discussions. So we also like to hear some words of wisdoms and an encouragement. How do we make sure that whatever has been established, whatever achievement that we've got, to be sustained and to be even more mainstream? Because this community engagement work is not something very new. I mean, the universities have been doing this, but the skill that we are doing, the issues that we are addressing, the support that is there. Prof. Haris was mentioning that before this, maybe the same 10-20% was doing it, but now we can claim 100% of our students have engaged in community engagement. So we can tell that to the world that we are the only university that really make it compulsory and everyone go through the same process. So with that remarks, Tan Sri, we hope to hear from you. Maybe you want to reiterate a bit 40 changes, which one that may be of relevant here, and some words of wisdom for us.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sorry, I was a little bit late. My cat gave birth. What was that? During my wedding anniversary, which is on the 2nd. And then semalam, the third one died. So we were not very happy. And today when I go back for lunch, I saw tinggal seko je anaknya. The mother is not there and the other one is also not there. So I was a little bit puzzled what's happening. But my not driver, my friend told me, dia kata dia tukar rumah. So I wasn't very sure. But bila balik tadi nampak dia gonggong satu lagi anak dia. And spying dia tu ke mana dia pergi. Rupanya dia dekat kelas satu pasu lagi. So that was why I was a little bit late. Looking.
Ingat kamu bidani.
Taking care of the other family, which we hope to take the cat to Penang if we inshallah leave this place. So anyway, that is life in IIUM. Yeah. My life here is very rich and being enriched by all of you every step of the way. The 40 steps too was just a kind of a reminder that we have moved into 40 years of things together. I think there is no separation between what we have done in the last 5 years to the very beginning of 1983. Yeah? And this morning was a good reminder for me when we visited the community that we offer tuition classes. So happened the group of Indian community, which I get to know just baru ni, semalam pagi tadi. And the story was a little bit touching for me because bila dia bercerita tu, the ketua kampung, young chap by the name of Jaya. Huh? Oh, okay. Sometimes we change name also. Dia kata he's 47 years old and he has been there since mothernya was 6 years old. That means in the 50s lah. When this place was still an estate, they used to work in the estate, earn their living and stuff like that. But 40 years ago, the campus was built and the estate was removed in a way. Their life changes because of the estate is no longer there. They need to find different sources of income. And it dawns upon me, there is a university, and exactly like you have been mentioning, the university makes its way, and we are very proud of the university. But if you look at the community, I think it was like that 40 years ago. But so nothing changed very much. So it is a reminder for me, at least, that we have not done, quote unquote, our neighborly services, as it were. So happened that there's a Hindu community, makes it doubly, sensitive when we talk about Rahmatan lil Alamin. So this story today is about all those things. How do you translate things that we have said and wanted to do 40 years ago into reality. And Alhamdulillah, I think we have done that to the extent that we could. And kalau Zainal tanya, what is the next step? I think the next step is the world is looking at us. That is the next step bagi saya lah. I think the discussion that I had with around us mengatakan how do we share this with other parts of the globe, and some of them has sort of signed on to us. Japanese university, Turkey has signed on us, and then we are looking at different constituency that UNESCO. We will be speaking with at Cornell University 23 hari bulan ni, ya, pukul 1 pagi di sini, and also sharing this with them, how we actually do our quote-unquote community service as such. Yeah. And then yesterday, 2 days ago, we were together with the KSU, and the KSU were talking about the new plan of 2026 to 2030, tak salah saya, or 2035. Ada dua rupanya. 2030 is one, and the other one is 2035. And there are the 9 lonjakan. I don't know, some of you have gone through that. The 9 lonjakan ni. Yeah, and the word sustainability was missing. There's no sustainability there. He talks about zero carbon, but no sustainability. How do you get zero carbon? I asked him. They kata, this is hidden in one of those things. I think no, if you're really serious about it, you cannot hide it. And you know, it reminds me of triple ICE and the 7 mission. You hide the 7 mission, you will not deliver 7 mission because it's out of mind, out of sight. So I thought that would be another argument that I asked him. You have to put this really upfront. Sustainable Development Agenda 2030, and the Agenda 2030 besok there will be a meeting, and we want to tell the world what we have done 5 years from now, or maybe 10 years if you go back to 2018, and what sort of achievements you have got. And I think we should be proud of telling them exactly what we have got. I think some of the cases that kita tulis ini, bila kita ceritakan kepada orang, they just don't believe it. I was giving a seminar dekat what was it, Concord Hotel, on sustainability. It was organized by UPM and their international audience. And after the conference, 5 PhD student dia daripada Uzbek datang. Dia kata, I like your lecture, but I don't quite understand what you're talking about. So we sat down and spent 2 hours telling them what to do. Masih banyak soalan. Okay, I say, why don't you come to the campus? So on Friday, they came, 5 of them. Yeah? And I managed to meet with them for a while. And then the lady kata tu, after visiting your campus and see what you do, my PhD doesn't sound great anymore. I say, why? We are very theoretical. You have done something which is more impactful than what my thesis will be all about. You know, so these are the kind of impact yang kita nakkan, because it really means a lot in terms of what the change is going to be. But I do believe moving forward, there'll be more changes to come. Already there's a signal there'll be a new pandemic. We don't know how it looks like. Yeah, hopefully it is not as bad as the COVID-19. But knowing what pandemic is, it's always worse from the last one. So kalau itulah ceritanya, how do we prepare ourselves if you don't talk about change? So my comment dengan 9 lonjakan tu, I think not all needs to be lonjakan, man, when you talk about change. I think there are certain things that we need to go back to where we were. Melayu kata sesat patah balik ke pangkal jalan. I think many of these things we need to go back to pangkal jalan. You know, and one of the things I thought pangkal jalan is basically the very philosophy of this university. How many other universities share this philosophy that talks about humanity, that talks about, values, that talks about, what you call, apa tu, akidah and stuff like that. How many of the university does that? I come from USM. It was a non-Muslim university, a non-Islamic university. Yes. I thought dah khatam kaji lah, the apex lah korang. Ya. Balik sini rupanya kena start balik mukadam ni. Banyak benda yang tidak tahu. And I think these are the missing links that we need to put in. And I don't know whether kementerian in that particular context are into that kind of a thinking. I don't think this lonjakan mananya moving forward when the world is uncertain. I don't know where you're going to land. So you need to go back to where you start. And I think the starting point is where we are trying to recreate now. Balik semula, yeah? Bring the community in, bring the question of values in, bring the apa tu, the collaborating rather than the competition. So you need to decide lah later on where do we need to go. But I think we must be very firm that we want to be the university that is relevant to the community and the world. The rahmatan lil alamin bagi saya is more than just sustainable development. I think sustainable development perhaps is very much, I was trying to find the word here, very much one-dimensional in that particular respect compared to rahmatan lil alamin. I think we can write better narratives when we talk about rahmatan lil alamin. So I want to kind of think, how do we translate? You want to do Islamization, you could, but I think to translate it in the way that we think what rahmatan lil alamin is vis-a-vis sustainable development. What the 17th goals are vis-a-vis maqasid ash-sharia. Yeah, there are many other things I think you probably would know. But the Islamic concept certainly is much richer than what we are talking about. But yet, the entry point must be sustainable development because the world do not understand all the other jargon that we are going to talk about. So that will be the challenge, I think, moving forward. Very much an intellectual challenge and also a practical challenge. And I think that practical part, I am quite happy that I think we have got something to show. And there is no apologies for this. But how do you build the other thing around it? Tadi bila cakap dengan orang India tu, dia pun berkata, we share your kind of values, but how do we actually share this in a way that it doesn't seems to be quote unquote uncomfortable for us, like you know what I mean in that particular sense, yeah? But still maintain the lead and how do you actually move forward. So I will not be able to give you one word answer because all this while it's been evolving. It's been evolving all the time. I think it will continue to evolve. And I am also very glad to mention that NASA yang kita buat tu, the KSU really appreciate it. Yeah. So maknanya we have already got a group of people which is the administrators to be another partner which for a long time they have not been there. I think now we have got them and another group of people coming in. And if we can do that with other partners at the same time, I think we were well on our way. So I will stop there, Zainal. I would rather entertain questions if there are. But let me finish off by saying that I am very indebted to the university. I learned a lot. This may not be my last Istidamah because kalau the online, I will probably join in from wherever I am,
Most welcome, Dr.
and see how we can stay on course, inshallah, moving forward. Yeah. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam very thank you very much, Tan Sri, for the what to say, the kind words on giving us further strength in continuing this. as wished by Tan Sri, he would like to entertain any discussions, any questions, any input, any concern that you may have. Where's the way forward? What will happen to sustainability if there is a change in leaderships? That is a common question that I know is in our head, but maybe if anyone would like to verbalize that or raise that concern, just to start the ball rolling, anyone would put up any experience or reflections based on I know Aslam has been doing this for the past 5-6 semesters already. Thank you so much, Aslam, for always supporting Yasir, names that I'm familiar. I know. I mean, sometimes Tan Sri, there are 150 of them that we don't know. I mean, when we come to certificate, baru tahu nama. Oh, ini namanya. Jadi that's why today personally would like to thank them by the certificate to each one of them. Aslam, if you want to share something.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, Tan Sri. My question is not about the future, what will happen. No, I want to ask about the past. Perhaps to me it was a great experience. But my question to you, to what extent do you think you achieved with us? I mean, what is your grade to us? What do you think? To what extent we have accomplished your mission that you were expecting something from us? Of course, we've been volunteering. We did our best, but of course there are always shortcomings. So to what extent do you feel that we have fulfilled? I know you have vision. You came with that vision. Did we fulfill that vision, or to what extent?
Let me answer the first one. I am all about the past. I am not about the future at all. Why do I say that? Because when we go into sustainable development, after 30 years of working with them, the definition does not jive well with me. They got the present, not compromising the future kind of a thing. But the question that after looking at some of the pictures, some pictures that we saw is a glacier, and then it moves into a kind of lake. Yeah. And they say that is a future, and this is a present. The question that I asked them, what about the past? Because I do remember people talk about the Prophet mending his sandals, mending his garment. To me, that is already sustainable development in a very subtle way compared to us now. Baju koyak sikit je, jual beli baru, right? Walaupun ada kedai alteration, we don't even visit the kedai alteration. Yeah? And I think that is sustainable development. So if you want to visit the Prophet punya legacy, then you need to talk about the past. And you want to talk the past not in terms of 1 or 2 years, it will be thousands of years, at least 1,400 years. Yeah. So if you want to bring the Islamic dimension, the past is important. And as you dwell into this, I think there are many concepts of sustainable development has been there, but not called sustainable development. They may be called by different name. And then we do some studies. We go and look at the Subak system in Bali, all right? And it's again 900 years old. Yeah? Then I went to Bhutan and I see their gross national happiness, and that is already 600 years old. So here, sustainable development, 35 tahun, you think it will solve the world problem? I don't think so. So we need to go into the past, and I think the solution is there. So if you ask me how successful we are, I think we are not as successful because we have not go back far enough to cite examples of what sustainable development is all about. So that would be one way of looking at it. We don't have to say that this is all about Islam and stuff like that. When people, and I think the thing that gets me now, when people talk about sustainable development, then they cite IIM. The word Islam doesn't matter anymore. As though the word Islam is a neutral word. It's not the Islamic phobic word. It's not the word that you need to be worried about. The director of the Institute of Advanced Studies in Tokyo, Dr. Yamaguchi. Bila dia bercakap tentang IIUM, berseram bulu roma saya. Telling them what we have done as though she accepted us the way we want to be accepted. The way Islam tu tak ada. Kadang-kadang dia mengatakan bahawa this is a university that you need to look at and see how they do. And they have. The three things that I think I want to share with you. The three things that one is we are hopefully, inshallah, will be offered the UNESCO chair for community engagement. We are working it out. Mungkin latest early next year, mungkin we will get that. There's already recognition at one international level. And this Dr. Yamaguchi ni, dia the head of Institute of Academic Advanced Studies under United Nations University in Tokyo. We are talking about the RCE was born in the year 2005, and next year will be 20th anniversary. And dia bertanya kepada saya, what is next after this? And dia kata, can the community be the next after this? In other words, your RCE now all needs to work in the plan of the community, the way we understand it. That is another potential what you call recognition internationally. And the third one is, of course, is Rohingya school. We were with Jarek pagi tadi, and I do see how we can fit into the picture. If this Jarek school, there are more than how many schools? More than 100 schools in the country. So these are the three very major potential project that put the university in the center of everything. And therefore, kalau ditanyakan what's the next forward, so my question is when they come here, will they be able to see and understand what we are doing? For example, kalau lah katanya they want to do this community for the 20th anniversary besok, 2 years, 1 year from now or next year. Yeah. Do we have the modules that say if you want to do, then these are the modules that you need to go through? The IIM will be the training center for this. That we become quote unquote the people who writes the rules for a common university. There are many people, when we were in Bhutan, there's also another American selling their version of common university. Yeah. Tapi dia tak ada spirituality, kita ada spirituality. That makes us different again. So these are the larger question that you need to ask. When the time comes, are we able to deliver? If we are not able to deliver, then what can we do now so that we are able to deliver and remains on that? Yeah? I got 2 experience on this. Masa saya dekat USM, we started what we call clinical pharmacy. That was maybe late 90s, something like that. We were the first one in Asia to do this. We learned it from the US. Yeah. But then suddenly Thailand is interested. For 3 years, the Thailand hantar the staff kita. We were very happy. Kita hantar. On the 4th day dah tak ada orang dah. Rupanya dia dah ambil kita punya modul dan now dia start dia punya own. And now Thailand becomes our competitor. If you are not able to stay one step ahead of your competitor, you'll be dead. So people will look at this and say, where can we make the changes? And they will make the changes. And if you are not there, then they will take over. I mean, this is the international game. Some of these are not that difficult. It's just a matter of organizing. Macam Thailand, kita selalu organize by infrastructure. Ada infrastructure pun buat, dia tidak. Dia buat macam Uber, now the word macam Uber dulu buat. Mana yang ada dia assemble dulu and then dia jalan. So they move very fast as compared to us, and we lost the game. Those are the issues I think that you need to reckon with so that we can stay in the thing. The second experience was doping center. We started the doping center di KSM masa tu was a Commonwealth game, you know. It was very successful, and then we learned that center alone 1 tahun earn 2 million. Gaji dia bayar sendiri, bonus dia bayar sendiri, semua orang nak join that center, right? Rupanya Qatar is interested. Qatar ada what was that? There's another dia apa tu? Dia punya World Cup tu. Dia dah start nak ni. So dia hantar dua orang to our doping center. We are happy lah. Ajar dia. Dia lagi teruk. Dia beli saya punya director dengan all the staff, bawa ke Qatar. We have no choice but to close down. Sampai sekarang tak boleh bangun balik dah. The doping center becomes another lab je. And the centers now is in Qatar. Of course, gajinya je tahulah, gaji je seminggu compared to sebulan kita. You know, these are the reality of it. So kalau ini besok jadi, how do you protect this brainchild of ours? That needs a larger thinking, not just doing the same thing again and again and again. You know. So now Qatar dah baik-baik pula dengan kita ni tentang university ni. Before dah masuk all this, I don't know what will happen. But you know, so those are the challenges moving to the future. But if to answer your question, I think yes, certainly you have met the mark, and we have also break a few glass ceilings and also a few myths. The myth that we cannot move away from our own traditional, conventional way of doing things, I think we have done that, and we have done that marvelously well. Okay.
Thank you very much, Tan Sri. I would love to open up more for extension, but we look like we've got another event. We'll pick up all the engagement afterwards. Just quickly to a bit reflect of the concern and the need to take care of our brainchild. Last 3 days, I think we have discussions with IMU and UTP. These are two private university, top private university that are very much interested and start talking to us rather seriously in picking up the module, etc. So when we know these people get into their hand what we are doing, so we are opening up for more competitions there. Yeah.
And the UTP punya leader is IIM punya alumni.
All right. So with that, I would like to end this session first. Yeah, this is a quick istidamah of reflection. So we hope we have learned a lot in terms of like insight and wisdom. How do we need to move forward? There's no other way. Whatever happened, this is so much of our work that we've been doing, not only the past 4 or 5 years, but even way before that, and even during the Prophet time as well. This is what sustainability is all about. So for the next event, I would like to pass Brodin to handle the next session of the book launching. Thank you. Sila Brodin.
Right. Thank you, Prof. Zainal. Sometimes we were told about some sustainability practices, and then we were, with all our spirit, semangat, maybe we bring our own tiffin, our own Tupperware to the cafe, and sometimes we want to refuse the use of plastic, but we were forced by the shopper and they give us, all right? These are some of our experience that we face. So all this kind of personal journey of sustainability is shared and recorded in a book, which will soon be available for you to read and share. So with that, let's dive into the launch of the Good Sustainability Practices ebook. This ebook showcases inspiring practices aligned with sustainability principles contributed by dedicated individuals within our community, our lecturers, administrators, and students. So we have something for you. Let's watch. Now let's have Tan Sri Rector and UMC members, accompanied by Prof. Zainal, to uncover Communiversity in Action, 40 exemplary practices for sustainability. And let us also invite the editor of this book, Dr. Wan Zahida Wan Zulkifli from Sejahtera Center. Just uncover, Tan Sri. Right. You may take your seat. Right. Thank you. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, this is a testament to our collective commitment to making a positive impact on our environment and society. With that, let us now invite Dr. Shuhada, Head of Tourism from Pagoh, to lead us for the next event. Please welcome.
Thank you, Brother Dean, for passing over the session. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Rector, Tan Sri Dato' Zulkifli Abdul Razak, respected UMC members, professors, associate professors, doctors, brothers and sisters. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and Jumu'ah Mubarakah. Welcome to the soft launching of IUM Edutourism Campus and the launching of Malay Food Heritage Branding Flagship Magazine. I am Nur Syuhada Muhammad from the Kuliah of Sustainable Tourism and Contemporary Languages, will be your MC for this session. We would like to firstly thank Sejahtera Center for Sustainability and Humanity for giving us this opportunity to conduct this session. We are honored to have all of the distinguished guests with us today as we embark on this exciting journey to enhance educational experience through tourism. To begin our first session, I would like to give a brief introduction of the IUM Edutourism Campus Initiative. The education tourism, or also known as Edutourism programs, was introduced by the Ministry of Higher Education to support Malaysia's direction in amplifying the number of international students by 2025, as outlined in the Malaysia Education Blueprint 2015-2025. Aligning with this initiative, IUM has outlined the strategic initiative Edutourism Campus as a part of the direction in IUM Roadmap 2023-2024. With the facilitation from the Office of Strategy and Institutional Change, CASEL, as the champion of this strategic initiative, has conducted a series of meetings with various internal stakeholders to gain input and feedback on the outline of this initiative. Aiming to bridge the gap between IUM and the global community, this initiative is seen as a strategy for IUM to conduct self-marketing effectively, concurrently becoming a mechanism that will help IUM to generate additional revenue through the utilization of our existing facilities and resources for tours, workshops, and cultural events. This will support the financial sustainability and maximizes the potential of IUM's infrastructures. With that introduction, I would like to welcome the Honorable Tan Sri Rector, accompanied by the Dean of CASEL, Associate Professor Dr. Azrul Azrin Abdul Hamid, to do the honor of officiating the soft launching of the IUM Edutourism Campus Initiative. Thank you, Tan Sri Rector, for the honor. Now, let's all of us watch the montage of IUM Edutourism Campus initiative together.
Welcome to the IIUM Edutourism Initiative, a visionary program designed to blend education and tourism. In alignment with the Malaysia Education Blueprint 2015-2025, this initiative aims to boost the enrollment of both international and domestic students in Malaysian higher education institutions by 2025. By merging tourism and educational activities, the IIUM Edutourism Initiative showcases the academic richness of IIUM campuses while fostering a closer connection between the university and the community through inclusive tourism. The IIUM Edutourism Initiative serves multiple objectives. It enhances IIUM's visibility in both local and international edutourism markets, showcasing the university's unique offerings. This initiative also generates income by effectively utilizing existing facilities and resources. By systematically gathering and documenting in-campus tourism-related programs, the initiative ensures accurate recording and reporting of edutourism-related programs to the Ministry of Higher Education. Additionally, it enriches students' learning experiences by offering practical involvement in edutourism customer service roles, providing opportunities for part-time jobs and volunteer work. The first phase of the IIUM Edutourism Initiative begins with the development of immersive edutourism packages at the Gombak and Kuala Lumpur campuses, as well as the Pago campus. These packages offer visitors a comprehensive experience of our campuses, blending academic tours with cultural and interactive activities. The second phase will focus on the Kuantan campus, highlighting its niche in health and medical tourism. This phase offers unique opportunities to explore advanced research facilities and engage in health and wellness activities. Join us in this transformative journey with the IIUM Edutourism Initiative, where learning meets exploration and every visit becomes a cherished memory. Discover the essence of IIUM through the carefully curated packages and be part of a sustainable and inclusive future in tourism.
I hope everyone enjoyed the montage. With the end of this montage, we will move to the next session, which is the launching of Malay Food Heritage Branding. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Dr. Arina Johari to continue with the next session. Please welcome.
Alhamdulillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Terima kasih kepada Dr. Nur Syuhada. Kalau Tuan pikat kenari, jangan patahkan batang jerami. Kepada Tuan sembah diberi, mohon rasmikan majalah kami. Majlis akan diteruskan dengan pelancaran dan perasmian dua buah majalah daripada flagship Malay Food Heritage Branding di bawah pimpinan Ketua Projek Dr. Lily Suryani Abdul Latif. Majalah-majalah tersebut ialah majalah dalam talian iaitu Saji Tradisi Melayu yang diusahakan oleh pelajar universiti. Satu lagi ialah majalah bercetak The Malay Heritage, hasil penulisan kaki tangan akademik. Majlis perasmian ini akan disempurnakan oleh Rektor IUM yang berbahagia Profesor Emeritus Tan Sri Datuk Zulkifli Abdul Razak. Sebelum itu, marilah kita bersama-sama menonton sedikit montaj yang telah disediakan.
Oi nasi goreng, oi bubur kacang, oi rojak, oi nasi, oi bubur, oi mie siam. Oi nasi goreng, oi bubur kacang, oi rojak, oi nasi, oi bubur, oi mie siam. Tukang masak kerjanya enteng, bangun pagi masak nasi goreng, campur cili, campur udang kering. Bila makan mata naik juling, memang lazat, memang sedap. Kurang masin boleh tambah kicap. Nasi goreng sudahlah terpuji seantero dunia, seluruh negeri. Oi nasi, oi nasi, oi nasi, oi number one. Kang masak kerjanya senang, habis masak nyekek bubur kacang, campur gula hai setengah dulang. Bila makan rasanya terang tang-tang, memang manis, memang lemak. Kalau nyakit nggak boleh banyak-banyak. Bubur kacang sudahlah terpuji seantero dunia, seluruh negeri. Ai bubur, ai bubur, ai bubur, ai number one.
Majlis dengan penuh hormat dan sukacita mempersilakan Rektor IIUM yang berbahagia Profesor Emeritus Tan Sri Datuk Zulkifli Abdul Razak diiringi oleh Yang Berusaha Profesor Madya Dr. Azrul Azlin Abdul Hamid, Dekan KSTCL, dan Dr. Lili Suryani Abdul Latif selaku Ketua Projek Flagship untuk ke depan pentas bagi menyempurnakan gimik perasmian. Manis bicara di hujung lidah, merbah terbang hinggap di jerami. Pulut kuning berhias indah, mohon dipotong tandanya rasmi. Dipersilakan Tan Sri.
उसको थोड़ा शाम में पीने से पेट इतना भर गया। हाँ हाँ
Majlis mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih atas kesudian yang berbahagia Tan Sri atas penyempurnaan gimik perasmian sebentar ini. Tenang-tenang air di kali, tempat mandian putera-puteri. Sempurna sudah majlis dirasmi. Salah dan silap harap dimaafi. Sekian wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Nasi lemak ni boleh makan ke?
Before.
Okay.
We initiated this heritage because we want to ensure that our food are not taken by the neighbor. Our neighbors, ada mi Singapura, ada tea Singapura, where they got the tea, Allahu Alam. Laksa Singapura, you go all over the world, you see this. But the Malaysian ni tak timbul, although it originates from us. So the whole idea of footprinting this was to make sure that no more of this escape that kind of, sort of exploitation. Thank you.
Alright, thank you Tan Sri. Nasi lemak pun ada banyak kat depan ni. Dengar lagu tadi macam dah lapar. So basically it's time for having something this evening. Nasi lemak plus some surprise menu. With our next event, actually we would like to say our thank you and appreciation to all our instructors, committee members and all the management who have supported the journey of Usrah in Action. We have just completed the 5th Usrah in Action Symposium recently, and to show our appreciation, we would like to actually invite every one of you, including all the invitees, to next door banquet hall. Alright, we have prepared something for you this evening, insyaAllah, sambil-sambil menikmati hidangan plus all this nasi lemak and soup and mee. We would like to actually have some other events lah, actually appreciation ceremony. Alright, jom semua dijemput ke banquet hall. So for those who have joined online, thank you very much for being part of the journey. Mungkin kita boleh order nasi lemak ni sampai ke sana lah, insyaAllah. Alright, thank you very much. Let's now move to banquet hall for the next event. Thank you.
Nasi goreng, oi bubur kacang, oi rojak, oi nasi, oi bubur, oi mi siam. Oi nasi goreng, oi bubur kacang, oi rojak, oi nasi, oi bubur, oi mi siam. Tukang masak kerjanya enteng, bangun pagi masak nasi goreng, campur cili, campur udang kering. Bila makan mata naik juling, memang lazat, memang sedap. Kurang masin boleh tambah kicap. Nasi goreng sudahlah terpuji seantero dunia, seluruh negeri. Oi nasi, oi nasi, oi nasi, oi number one. Tukang masak kerjanya senang, habis masak nyekek bubur kacang, campur gula hai setengah dulang. Bila makan rasanya terang tang-tang, memang manis, memang lemak. Kalau nyekek nggak boleh banyak-banyak. Bubur kacang sudahlah terpuji seantero dunia, seluruh negeri. Ai bubur, ai bubur, ai bubur, ai number one.